Hello and welcome here to round number 12 of the Craftsman Cup Series with me, Sean. I'd like to welcome you here to Kansas Speedway for the next installment of this championship. Qualifying was held yesterday, and as you can see, starting on the front row is the 6 ZX machine of Nathan Hudson, who's already got a win this season. And next to him is Charles Sanfer, who also has a win to his name. And starting on the second row is Noah Cars. I believe that's his best qualifying of the season. And alongside him is a guy that's already started on the pole, the 5 of R.J. Bishop. The championship leader, Christian Martin, again, kind of struggling in qualifying. He's starting in position number 30. And some other championship contenders at the moment are starting pretty deep in the field. I'm just trying to see where Jeremy Tarkos is. I've got my sheet of people. Oh, he's 17th, so he's quite high up. McCurdy starts 36th. McLean starts 42nd and dead last. So let's have a look at the starting grid for tonight's race. So we are getting set for 54 laps around this 1.5 mile track. Put it on this camera angle here. So the pace car is off. Nathan Hudson is going to lead the field. And the green flag here at Kansas. Now, I think you also notice here that they haven't put the restrictor plates on for this track. This is a one-time only for these drivers that they're going to be racing well over 200 miles an hour here. As someone nearly hit off the wall going off of turn 4. That's going to be a problem corner right there as Nico Ketchum is... sorry, that's not Nico Ketchum. Oh my days, he's gone right up in front of... That was Rai Hayden, my apologies. Right into Carson Gum. And now that's stacked up a whole load of cars right behind him. In fact, we'll go 3 wide there. Matt McLean's going to lose out. Nearly 4 wide behind. Oh, Michael Norman just scraped the wall. And in it all is the championship leader. There he is. The 12 is Daniel Voiles, and Chris Summers nearly make contact there. There's the championship leader at the tail end of the pack now. So we've already got this pack into 2 separate groups here. It was Noah Cars, looks like he led the lap. But now Nathan Hudson wants it back, and here comes Seth Cole, diving low underneath the 44, and he will take positions 2 away from the 44. And I think he will do it just coming off of turn 4. So Hudson back into the lead. Keep looking at the pace car, my apologies. Seth Cole has got into second place. And looks like Diego Ospina in the green John Deere car. Looks like he is going to go in there, and closely followed by his teammate, Danny Wells. So Roush Racing have a good field of drivers up here at the moment. There he is. There's Danny Wells. Second time we've seen this livery driven. And so far, his teammate Nathan Hudson leads. Ospina is in 4th position, and Danny Wells is in 6th position at the moment. So, oh, here comes Charles Sanfer, looking low on Seth Cole. And they'll go side by side through 1 and 2. And yeah, Seth couldn't get the... Sorry, Charles couldn't get the job done. So they hold station for a minute here. And now you've got the 2 RCR teammates Sort of like drafting there. Brandon Ross in the 31 of Sam Oskin. And there's Jeremy Tackles. Jeremy Tackles, he's working his way up through the field. There he is, going 3 wide, putting Jessica Shelton. No, and he just tucks in behind. Dylan Poteet, he's having a strong run as well in that white Pontiac number 22. He also won a race by winning the Bud Shootout very early going of the season. Jeremy running so far in 14th position at the moment, having a battle with Wes McCall in the number 14 Casico Pontiac. And car behind Dylan is his teammate James Qualls, and he will dive low underneath the Bud Shootout winner. Right now, Ry Hayden, who went completely underneath the right line here at Kansas, he's actually starting to catch up. And he is bringing Brant Disco, Dylan Young and Carson Gum with him. So a few Fords there trying to work together. God, mind you, what would I do on lap number 9 out of 54? This race is already gone quick. Still, Nathan Hudson leads. Seth Cole second. Noah Carson under threat now from Charles Sanfer. Now Stefan Papiez has gone up into 5th position. Danny Wells has passed his teammate Diego Ospina. Ospina's going to go down a couple of more spots. In fact, he's going to go 3 wide because RJ Bishop and Sam Oskin are passing the 97 car. And now Wes McCall is looking underneath Jessica Shelton. As Jeremy Tackles makes a look on Richard Johnson in the orange Pontiac. So Hudson still leads. Seth Cole second. Third is Noah Cars. Fourth is Stefan Papiez. And 5th is Danny Wells. So, well, Charles Sanford now looks like he's wanting to take the top 5 spot away from Danny. But Diego got a little bit dab happy on the brakes there going into 3 and 4. And just further behind, also the 5 of RJ Bishop looking for the pass on Sam Oskin. As Jessica Shelton nearly got shoved out wide. There's Joshua Collard, winner already this season. There he is, currently running in 16th position. He's got Dylan Poteet behind him. Looks like Dylan's going to make the run. Closely followed behind is Kyle Matthews in the 24, and Kyle's is going to look down low, as well as the 75 of Ry Hayden nearly gets into strict target. There's Nathan Hudson. So far, currently running in 20th position. Nathan started the race in... Trying to see what he did start. He started 12th, so he's down in 20th. Still early goings in the race, though. On lap 13 out of 54. Might lose that 20th spot, though, to Trek Torger in the red and blue 66, the Darrell Waltrip Victory Tour 2000 car for Haas Carter Motorsports. Now then, let's see any improvement then on the championship leader. There's Cody Lammers, there's Trent Dunham, there's Chris Summers. There he is. There is championship leader Christian Martin. Now in 36th position, just passing Levi McIntyre, who started on the final row. Now let's see where Matt McLean was, because he started dead last. There he is, running 41st, and that's Nick Gunther all the way back there in 42nd. And there's Anthony McCrory. There's Daniel Voiles just sliding up the track just a teensy bit. Oh, looks like Matt McLean may have just scraped the wall. I tell you what, 10-4 must be a bit of a danger corner for some of these drivers. They like to just seem to use every ounce of the track, especially coming off of 4. We have seen a couple of drivers scraping the wall. I think Matt's done it a few times. I know Michael Norman has done it in the early goings in the race. But so far, we're still clean and we're still green as Jamie Smith, Cody Lammers side by side, as Trent Dunham tries to go 3 wide. Oh, nearly. Viagra. Oh, God, I thought he drove it deep into turn 1. Nick Gunther's trying to catch up with this pack of cars here. There's Zachary Fitzwater, former points leader. There he is. He's just made a pass on Carson Gum. And Fitzwater started in 35th position. He's up to 26th. So steady progress then for the Atlanta winner. Just ahead of him is Nathan Norman sat battling side by side with Dylan Young. Tedesco's made a pass on Ry Hayden. And he will look his way around to the outside. Oh, and he's hit the wall! Brant Tedesco's in the wall. Has he got a flat tyre? No, he's just scraped it off the wall. Oh, he's going to hit the wall even harder there. And now he's going to have some aerodynamic damage. Especially on that right front there. And now he's going to hold up Noah Hart. Christian Martin gets through, no bother. So too does Levi McIntyre and Jesse Turner as well. So problems has arisen on the All-Star champion. Now, but let's have a look further forward up front here. It is still Nathan Hudson with the lead. Noah Carr's trying to get the lead back, if you will. Stefan Papier in third. Then Seth Cole is in fourth. And here comes Noah to the inside. Ford on the outside. Pontiac on the inside. Here comes Seth 1. Seth Cole with a good run in the middle of 1 and 2. And he'll go side by side with 32. Now Charles Sanford makes a look on the inside as well. The outside pole setter is regained back into the top 5. And he will go into 4th position as Noah Carr's led another lap. So he will get himself 5 points. And now Danny Wells in the 99 side by side with the 32 of Stefan Papier. He's thinking about going 3 wide. Put Charles Sanford in the middle. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Oh! I tell you what, it's actually quite good racing. I must admit, it is quite good racing here. Don't hit the wall, Stefan, but she doesn't. Good job. Now we're 3 wide for the 5th position. Oh, that's tight. That's really tight. Brandon Ross and Charles Sanford nearly touch. Papier's had to move out of the way to avoid an accident. And now Diego Ospina wants a piece of the action now. And he will go down low. So Stefan Papier is losing out on quite a few positions as a result of that. Now Seth Cole looks like he's going to go for 2nd place on Nathan Hudson. He tried to make a move on Noah Carr's, couldn't do it. And now he's going to lose 2nd spot to Seth Cole. Meanwhile, still 3 wide, and Papier is still falling positions hand over foot. Now he must have got a good run on the backstretch, so he is back into the outside line. And Wes McCall in the 14. He's been kind of struggling in these last few races. He wants a good finish too. Anyway, already on lap 24 out of 54. We're nearly halfway through this race. Oh, here comes Danny Wells. He'll go for 3 wide for 2nd place now. On his teammate and all. We should be making pit stops quite soon, I have to say. But Noah Carr's has built quite a good lead. Seth Cole nearly scrapes the wall. Now we've got teammates side by side for the 2nd position. Wells on the inside. Hudson on the outside. And Brandon Ross in the 3 car. He's up there challenging. Meanwhile, the 6 is got the speed off of turn 2 on the backstretch. And he will hold on to that 2nd place. So run down then as we're coming halfway through this race. Noah Carr's leads. Hudson 2nd. Wells 3rd. Seth Cole in 4th. Brandon Ross in 5th. RJ Bishop in 6th. Diego Ospina in 7th. Then 8th is Charles Sanford. 9th is Sam Oskin. And Wes McCall completes the top 10. But we should be making some pit stops here. Oh, there you go. I think Sam Oskin was the first to pit, I think. Yep, Sam Oskin is the first to pit as well as the pole sitter. Now, hopefully that's not really made a bit of a mess in the middle of the pack. It looks like we've got some really scruffy racing here with Nico Ketchum, Cody Lammers, Ray Hayden, Kyle Matthews and Dylan Young. So we've seen the first couple of cars in pitting. Still Noah Carr's leads. Not for long. He's going to come into the pits as well as Danny Wells. Oh, Seth Cole nearly got tagged from behind. Oh, and Richard Johnson's got tagged from behind as well. And he's stacked up a whole load of cars there. And we got the cautioners out. And I think I just seen damage to Stephen Colon's machine. Indeed he does. Stephen Colon has damage in that Cougar Ford from Elling Racing. And he will drive his way into the pit lane. So caution is out for the first time tonight. And that's a disaster for Nathan Hudson and all that. Because they're going to be maybe trapped on the tail end of the lead lap. So he's putting on some of his tyres on. Look at all these drivers then all coming into the pits. Out goes Tedesco, probably checking to see the damage on his right side. Out goes Michael Norman and Jesse Turner, and here comes some of the other drivers then into the pits. Well, this has actually gone confusing here. So out comes the 9 car, and you can see his rear end is a little bit damaged. It's Jessica Selton, you can see further up there, taking the grass. So this is really going to confuse how they are going to be where they lined up. So let's have a look at a replay to bring out the, well, to see what happened to the first caution and what happened to Stephen Colon. Right, here is a replay to see what happened to bring out the first caution. Oh my goodness, Trent Dunham just full on tackled Stephen Colon. And there was nowhere for Noah Hart to go. He's just getting closed up behind there. There was nothing that he could have done because, you know, there was a spinning cart in this direction. But Trent Dunham, that's not like Trent to be doing something like that at all. Very surprised that Trent Dunham was angry at Stephen Colon or something. And that is what brought out the first caution. So let's have a look at some replays of this. Right, riding aboard there with Trent Dunham. He's in the middle. Jamie Smith on the inside. And there's Stephen on the outside. Wow. And then further forward, you see Richard Johnson and Matt McIntyre. And I think he may have just clipped the 12 of Christian Martin too. With Noah Hart, there's Matt McLean. And then just the one just driving to the 9. And this is from Stephen Colon. Look at the massive stack up he had there. Oh, wow. Wow, that was a huge stack up. He got on the brakes because I think he was going to pit. And I think that's why Trent got into him. Anyway, caution's out for the first time. It's going to be quite confusing to see where they all came out. Well, the lights on the pace car are off, and as you can see there, Nathan Hudson, the pole sitter, is leading the field. However, he is not officially leading the race. He is currently, as you can see, top right of your screen, in 30th position. You're going to have to go to quite a far bit away until you see the actual leader of the race. There he is, Dylan Poteet. So he's got a heap of traffic right in front of him. So anyway, Poteet leads the race, followed by Noah Cars in second, Carson Gum in third, Danny Wells fourth, Brandon Ross in fifth, Diego Ospina sixth, Chris Summers in seventh place, another driver that is not finished in the top 10 or the top 5. It might be the night for Chris. 8th place then is Wes McCall, Dylan Young in 9th, and James Qualls in 10th, and Matt McLean, he started 42nd, he's up to 11th place as we back go underway, and we're green flag again on lap 32 out of 54. This has got to be a nervy time here for Dylan Poteet. He's going by the 7. And there's the damage number 9 of Stephen Colon. So that's going to be okay. They're both on the outside, out of harm's way. So Poteet's gone by 2 cars to put him a lap down. Oh, to disco. Quick dab on the brakes. Now Noah Cars thinks about having a look on the inside. But Poteet says, no, you don't. Oh, he's looking. Noah Cars is looking to disco. There is the 10 of Charles Sanfer, who was on the outside of the pole. And now he's going to be a lap down. And in fact, Noah Cars thinking about going 3 wide. Indeed, he does. So Noah Cars will put his Hot Wheels Pontiac 3 abreast. Will put Poteet in the middle. Side by side across the finish line. Poteet still led that lap. And look at Brandon Ross. Brandon Ross is going underneath for 4th position on Danny Wells. Might actually have it, you know. Oh, that's tight. That is so tight. This must be so nerve-wracking for these leaders because they don't want to get involved or get heaped up behind these lap traffic here. Anyway, they put Richard Johnson a lap down. Poteet is now clear of the 44. Brandon Ross is going for 3rd place, so on Carson Gum. Make that 2nd place. Tell you what, he has got some car, this Brandon Ross. He really does. That 3 team has actually found some newfound confidence after that strong outing at Daytona 1 week ago. And now car 3 is in position 3, trying to go for 2nd place on Noah Cars. Carson Gum passing the 20 of Richard Johnson as Nathan Orman goes way too high off of 1, and he will be put down a lap as well. Yeah, this must be like nervy times though if you are... Look, right on board here, look. Oh, now Hudson's going to be put a lap down. Maybe he scraped the wall off of 4. And now you've got Joshua Collard and Brand Tedesco. These, don't forget, they are all battling for position, but they're not battling for the lead. They're trying to be staying on the lead lap. They're hoping to have another caution so they can drive around this and to get back to the tail end of the lead pack here. But they're all trying to stay on the lead lap because we're rod and rod with our leader, Dylan Poteet. Anyway, into 1 and 2, yet they go again. Ozcan Cole a bit out wide. Christian Martin leads the pack then of being a lap down, but Poteet's got a good advantage now over Noah Cars in second place. It's Carson Gum in third, Brandon Ross in fourth, then you've got Danny Wells in fifth, trying to get by the slower car of the 20 of Richard Johnson. As you can see, Dylan Poteet there really engrossed in some lap cars here. Look at them. He can't go anywhere because there's cars going 3 wide ahead of him. So he has to go tucked up into the slipstream of Joshua Collard. There goes Seth Cole in the 40 machine. Noah Cars is actually catching up now. Oh my goodness me, this is an absolute scrap. Carson Gum thinking about looking low on the 44. Look at the mess of cars. And Nathan Orman gets into the leader. Holds up Carson Gum, and here comes Brandon Ross around the outside to take the lead away. Nathan Orman nearly just wrecked the leader. And now Brandon Ross, ever the opportunistic, goes around the outside and goes from fourth to first in one turn. So Ross is now in the lead of the race, and he's got a little bit of a buffer from the cars that are trying to be staying on the lead lap. So it's Brandon Ross that leads now. Poteet second, Carson Gum in third, and it's just a complete mess from fourth on back. It's actually Diego Ospina that's running in fourth position as Richard Johnson nearly hits the wall going into 3. But Ospina's in fourth. Wells is in fifth. Noah Cars has fallen way down. He's going to be passed by Chris Summers in the middle. That'll be for 6th position. Look at Chris Summers go. And look, he's got Matt McLean in the middle of the track as well. And Zachary Fitzwater is also in the frame as well. Fitzwater's had a run of bad luck. Look at this gaggle of cars right here. And look, Daniel Voiles is also back there too in the 36 car. Pushing Jeremy Tackles out wide. Absolute insane racing. All 4 position. And we've got about nearly 10 laps to go. Let's have a look at Jamie Smith's view there. Look at the gaggle of cars he has to work his way through to get a nice finish here. Can't go anywhere. This is a 210 miles an hour rush hour. Oh! I think that was Nick Gunther in the middle. There's Trent Dunham. Be careful there of Trent there, Jamie. You might get punted because of him. You know, still trying to get by the battered car of Richard Johnson. Dylan Young is next in line, I believe it is. Though that's Jeremy Tarkles in the 28 Texaco Haviland car. I mean, look at Daniel Voiles there in the 36 there, having a strong out. And I think it's probably the best one he's had since Las Vegas, I believe. It's been a string of bad luck for the 36 crew. But he's up there trying to get into the top 10. So good on Daniel. Anyway, shall we go back up front here to the lead, and let's see how Dylan Poteet is going to try and catch up with Brandon Ross, which he has done. We have got less than 10 laps to go, 9 laps to go now to be exact. So Brandon Ross in the lead, but he's being chased by the 22 of Dylan Poteet. Poteet wants to win this thing. Now they're getting into the lap traffic. Now they're passing the battered car of Trent Torgan, who has no bonnet by the looks of it. Yeah, he doesn't have any bonnet on him. Oh, yeah, so that's Cole Diva a lap down. Cole Diva's going to be passed by the 25 of Nathan Orman, so he's going to gain some positions out of it all. And now the 22's got the 25 right on his back bumper. We've seen what happened a few laps ago. Poteet eventually gives Nathan the room. Doesn't want to do what happened to him about 2 or 3 laps ago. It's just tremendous racing here. Only 1 caution out. And we're going to be on lap 48 out of 54, so nearly 5 laps to go. But it is still Brandon Ross in the lead. Dylan Poteet in second place. Then it's Carson Gump in third. Ospina in fourth. 5th place, though, is Danny Wells. So, again, a real great outing here for the Roush Racing team. They've got their drivers currently 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Then you've got Noah Cars in 6th position. 7th is Matt McLean from 42nd on the grid. Chris Summers in 8th. Zachary Fitzwater is 9th. And Ry Hayden is up into P10. Now, we also seen the 55 of Nick Gunfer being way back as well through the order, as he's just gone by Nico Ketcher for position and Trick Torger to put a lap down. And Nick started 38, fell down to 42nd. He's up into 15th place. The guy who only narrowly missed out by 1,000th of a second is the guy that's right ahead of him for 14th place. Oh, here we go, side by side for the lead. Poteet under Ross. Now, I tell you what, Samet Ozkan can be a bit of a help for his teammate. If he can block the 22, he will keep the lead. But as you go into the backstretch, Ross is going to have to give the inside to Poteet, unless if he can get the draft off Samet Ozkan off of turn 4. So there's going to be a little bit tactical here. Samet Ozkan can actually help his teammate win the race if he can get a draft. Oh, Brandon looks like he just ran a little bit wide and through into the lead now. Goes Poteet now. Oh, wow. Carson Gum puts one heck of a block on his own teammate. That'll be for 3rd position, and through goes Ospina. So Ospina will now go into 3rd position. I mean, there may be teammates, but, you know, teammates out the window when you got, what, 3 more laps to go. Brandon Rostow all over again, closing up on the back of the 22. This race is not over just yet. Overlap traffic could play a part in the outcome of this finish, as we're coming to get 2 more laps to go. Car 22 in the lead. This will really help the Drivers' Championship here, because you can see the 12 car, Christian Martin, is battling here to stay on the lead lap. 2 more laps to go, and he's actually dropping more positions, because the pole sitter and Samet Ozkan side by side now for the lead. Oh, but the 22 gets the run. But now the 31, he'll have to put the 22 up the middle of the track. Can Brandon make the run? Oh, he had to put the brake on. I don't know why he had to put the brake on. He was completely clear, not unless if the car was running a little bit wide. 1 more lap to go, though. Ospina's putting a lap on the 25. Carson Gum's going to get held up behind. Brandon Disco, there was a car underneath you, Carson. But it looks like it's going to be Dylan Poteet. The advantage is getting bigger. And here comes Dylan Poteet. He's already won the Bud Shootout, and it looks like he's going to win round 12 of the championship. He nearly lost the lead, though, for Brandon Ross, but he gets it back and takes the checkered flag. That was actually quite a fun race there. I actually enjoyed that there, and I think so too will of these drivers up ahead. Brandon Ross gets P2. By far his best finish of the season. Ospina got 3rd. Carson Gum got 4th. And I believe Danny Wells got a top 5. Yes, indeed he did. And also, fair to say, Chris Summers gets a top 10. His first top 10 of the season. So well done to that team there. Much deserved there too. So well done, everybody. That was a fun, exciting race, I have to say. But there is your race winner, Dylan Poteet, as he drives his way into the pit lane. And it's going to make the championship really good as we head into round 13 at Michigan. So till then, thank you again for watching. Join us on the Discord group, give this race a like, and we'll see you again for the next installment of the CCS at Michigan. Bye-bye.